Hi, I'm Lisa Tan, and after a short summer break, welcome back to Oxwide. We've been busy covering numerous events over the past couple of months, and back in July, we had an afternoon tea party at Danson Park to thank our fantastic volunteers for all the hard work they've put in over the past couple of years. Let's see how it went.
So we're out at the Danson Boat House celebrating our volunteers who have done an excellent job supporting us as an organisation and more broadly supporting the NHS.
I think it's been an amazing day today. We haven't had one of these for the last 2 years, and I feel like the past 2 years have been really difficult for some of the volunteers and for staff as well. So be able to come back into a space where we can spend some time reconnecting with our volunteers has meant so much to me personally and the whole team.
Fantastic event. Our volunteers are inspirational, the work that they do, and right across the organisation we couldn't do so well without them, quite frankly. They help our services, they help our staff, and best of all, they help our service users.
Just lovely warm atmosphere, just talking to people and seeing what they do, which I wasn't aware of everything that people were doing. Some amazing examples. It's just really heartwarming stuff, and our volunteers is what kept the show on the road through COVID. Absolutely amazing.
It was very, very well organised. The food was lovely. The company was fantastic. And the quiz was really hard, but it was good fun.
They produced for us in the last 12 months 12,000 hours of support for us. So that's an immense achievement.
And seeing the volunteers really have a great time today means that it's a little way of us being able to say thank you to them. I know that some of them have been working across the COVID period for the last 2 years, helping us to deliver medication, transporting patients to appointments. And I know we were very scared during these times, but volunteers kind of stepped up and they've shown a bright light on everything that volunteers do for us and how we couldn't be running some of the services that we are running across Oxley's, but the whole of the NHS.
And I cannot thank Chaplain and her team enough for all the work that they do for Oxley's, supporting volunteers to do the wonderful job that they do, not just for Oxley's, but the NHS at large.
That actually could be one of the first steps to your dream job. Okay? Because that actually, what I'm doing is actually one of the steps I'm taking to my dream job.
In my first time at the hospital, I was bricking it, like panicking, but at the end I thought to myself, what did I be scared for? It's only a job interview. I bossed it, smashed it out the park, and I'm proud of myself. And I thank the staff again for the opportunity, and hopefully I'll see them again soon.
It's the most interesting bit of volunteering is the amount of different people we meet and the fact that it's so worthwhile.
And I'm absolutely loving it and hoping to learn lots more and come and work here one day, because I really like this Oxley's and what you do and what you're all about.
Now, as I'm sure you're aware, June was Pride Month, and this year was particularly special as it marked the 50th year of Pride in London. For the occasion, we were lucky enough to have a float, and over 1 million people turned up in central London to watch the parade. It really was a special day, as you'll see in this short film. Hi, I'm Lisa Tan, and we're here at Pride London 2022. It's the 50th celebratory year, and we're on a float for the first time this year, and we're right at the front of the parade, so we're really, really excited and pleased to be here. So let's see how it goes.
There's so much energy here. It's brilliant to be here with so many fantastic Oxley staff to celebrate our LGBTQ+ network, to celebrate 50 years of activism, making things better for the whole organisation and right across London. It's just brilliant to be here.
I'm looking forward to do a bit of dancing, a bit of lunging and not falling over. Everyone seems in really great mood. Everyone's in bright colours, having fun already, blowing their whistles. So yeah, just can't wait for it to get started really.
So being here is a nice thing to do, and it's nice to be recognised and that Oxley's is supporting everyone.
This is my first Pride with Oxley's, so in conjunction with the fact that it's 50 years and we haven't had one for a while, this is just going to be an amazing day. It's for us to celebrate who we are as people and for us to support everybody else as well. And it's an excuse for a nice party for us all to get together too, I think.
Well, this is my 20th year of being here, so I'm...
20 years?
Yeah, 20th year. So I used to march with the young people, and I think it's a really good atmosphere especially after the pandemic, and it being cancelled last year, so it's a really nice vibe, and I'm feeling a nice sense of community within the space of London, so I'm really proud to be here.
It's a really good vibe, very colourful, of course.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's quite overwhelming.
I'm really excited. It means a lot to me as a gay ally to come and support my family and friends and just have a good time as well.
For me, it means so much as a young gay man to be able to sort of represent other, gay people across the country that, may not feel themselves, to actually be able to come out and to show that it's okay. We're all here together. We're a community. It's incredible to be on a float and be able to do that and say it proud and scream it and shout it. It means so much.
Biggest one we've done so far. We've got a float at long last. Looks really good. Really looking forward to it, to get going. Thought I'd get some really party music going on for the party vibe going on.
Pride's amazing. It's quite emotional actually for me. My first Pride, I think I was 17. And just coming out, just finding out who I am and what I'm doing really, and it's such a privilege to be able to be here for the 50th anniversary of Pride, and to really kind of reflect on what that must have been like for the people who marched in protest 50 years ago, and how lucky we are that we get to kind of celebrate and come together and kind of as a bit more of a celebration and a bit of a party rather than the protest, but we've still got that meaning.
We've got a lot more equal rights, but we're still not completely equal yet, and we need to keep marching until we do get those rights. And after 3 years, it's nice to be able to congregate and get together and celebrate that love is love and gender is gender.
Tobias has done amazing work in setting everything up for today's event for Oxley's, and I'm just incredibly proud that we're here together celebrating.
Such an amazing electric show of diversity and just of love. It's brilliant.
What an experience that was. Special thanks to Alex and Tobias for organising such a wonderful day. On to our last film, and one of the 3 big priorities we've identified in our latest strategy is great out-of-hospital care. In June, we invited both staff and service users to join us to find out more in a conference and exhibition. Whilst we were there, we found out more about what great out-of-hospital care actually is.
In Oxley's, we provide 80% of our care within the community, and we want to make that the best possible care for people that use our service. Not what we want to be able to do is provide the right care at the right time to the right people.
I think one of the biggest challenges that we've had over the last couple of years, which we're slowly eking away at, is the relationship between us, the acute sites, the local authority, and there's been some really brilliant work that's happened.
Huge successes, yes, across the board for both of them, both in terms of quickly assessing young people at A&E and then thinking what care pathway they need to be in within CAMS, and then for DBT, huge successes in reducing that suicidal behaviour, keeping them out of hospital, and fundamentally equipping them with skills so that they can manage themselves, keep themselves safe, family can support them to keep themselves safe without presenting to hospital.
It's been received incredibly positively, and we've had a lot of support from the CCG as well as the primary care networks around this service improvement.
The patients that we see, they're generally in a bit of a crisis situation, so they're very grateful and thankful for any care and support that we can provide.
All the risks of admission for the general population are tenfold for people with a learning disability. They don't tend to fare well in a hospital environment. They tend to actually deteriorate, often lose mobility skills, lose self-care skills, and we know that discharge planning for our client group is really complex, so to know that there's an additional admission avoidance service out there is just really great.
Now this is looking from the start, right, at the policies, the team culture, everything, all the way through.
So lots of the patients don't want to go into the hospital, they don't want to be managed that way, they want to be seen by their GP and managed by their GP, so it actually gives them choice too.
Well, I've learnt a couple of things about really good teams doing good stuff, but I've also learnt a little bit about what's getting in the way of this and things that I need to think about.
A great out-of-hospital care is really remembering that the patients are the most important thing, and that we are all there for them to keep them safe and happy and well, or as well as they can be in their own home.
Thank you to Natalie and our comms team for organising such a great event. So that's all for this edition of Oxwide. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, goodbye.